10 must-have items on your keto grocery list. Going to the grocery store is a hard enough task without the added work of shopping for specific items because you're adhering to a very particular food plan. If you're following the keto diet, navigating the aisles in search of items that the high-fat, low-carb lifestyle allows can be even trickier. Avocados. Nearly all the calories in an avocado come from fat, and one whole fruit has less than 3 grams of digestible carbohydrate, traits that make it a perfect keto food right off the bat, Moncinelli says. Plus, avocados are high in fiber, which is missing in a lot of keto diets, a lack that can lead to constipation. They also kick up the potassium, and Moncinelli says they're kind of perfect. Bonus. That dose of fiber helps you feel full, longer. Try adding avocado slices to your salad or just eating on its own. Moncinelli recommends cutting one open and sprinkling with sea salt before digging in. Spinach and arugula. Unlike some other high-protein, low-carb diets, large quantities of leafy greens are not fair game on a ketogenic diet, Moncinelli says. Instead, they get counted along with any other carbohydrates that you incorporate. But you'll want to include them on your keto shopping list because the plan allows for 20 to 30 grams of carbs per day or less to stay in ketosis, and greens can fulfill that quota. Moncinelli says she likes to make keto-compliant salads with a mix of spinach and arugula for some spiciness. Each has less than half a gram of net carbs per cup, so a 4-cup salad has less than 2 grams of net carbs, she says, referring to net carbohydrates, which is found by subtracting your total fiber intake from your total grams of carbohydrates. Other popular keto-approved veggies you'll want to consider: kale, fennel celery, cucumber, cauliflower, broccoli, bell peppers, and zucchini. Canned sardines. High in omega-3 fatty acids and a high-quality source of protein, canned sardines are a tasty keto staple. Plus, Moncinelli points out that they also often come canned in olive oil, providing a healthy dose of fat. She adds, and they're ready to eat, a claim that few keto foods can make. Toss a couple on top of that spicy salad you're working on, and voila, that's a keto-friendly meal. Salmon. Then again, if the mere idea of sardines makes you cringe, salmon is a palatable alternative. Fatty fish are an important contribution to any diet because of their uniquely high omega-3 fat content. This is especially important to a ketogenic dieter who gets most of their calories from fat, Moncinelli says, adding that other fatty fish options include mackerel and tuna. Olive oil. Moncinelli says it's true that coconut oil is the darling of the keto diet as a result of its high MCT, medium-chain triglycerides, content, but olive oil shouldn't be overlooked. Almost 75% of the fats in olive oil, and olives, are the monounsaturated kind associated with good heart health. The great thing about olive oil is there are so many varieties of olives used to make it, so the flavor profiles of different oils vary widely, she says. There are herbaceous olive oils, ones with earthy flavors, and even some that are spicy. A ketogenic diet can tend to lack flavor variety, so these oils can be used to spice up a dinner plate and add fat at the same time. If you're looking for a super convenient way to squeeze in healthy fats from oils, then you might want to check out FBOMB oils. These single-serving packets of olive, MCT, and avocado oils make it easy to add your oil while eating on the go. Flax crackers. If you are going keto, then Moncinelli says you can expect to miss one thing during your meals: crunch. If you think about it, most crunchy foods are high in carbohydrate, e.g. tortilla chips and crackers, and most fatty foods have a smooth, silky texture, e.g. avocado, mayonnaise, she says. If you're seeking crunch, find yourself some flax crackers. These crackers have 1 to 2 grams of net carb per serving and are made entirely from flax seeds. Note: make sure not to choose flax crackers that also include wheat and other ingredients. Popular keto brands include Flackers, which are made with flaxseed, apple cider vinegar and sea salt. Thankfully, nuts and seeds can kick in the crunch factor you're sorely missing. Moncinelli suggests topping with keto-friendly ingredients, like avocado, cheese or cucumber. Well-marbled steak. When shopping for meat, Moncinelli suggests looking for well-marbled cuts, like a ribeye or a NY strip. And the reason for this one is pretty simple: when you're eating a ketogenic diet, it's often hard to get enough fat and avoid overeating protein. That way, she adds, you'll be able to eat a smaller portion of meat because the fat throughout the cut will contribute to your feeling of fullness. Other popular protein sources on the keto diet include lamb, chicken, venison, turkey, tuna, cod and, you guessed it, bacon. Almond butter. If you're already on a ketogenic diet, then you know it can require a good deal of cooking since there are so few keto-compliant prepared foods, Moncinelli says. Enter almond butter, a keto lifestyle staple that rescues many a keto dieter from the work of meal prep, according to Moncinelli. Not that I am recommending almond butter in lieu of a real meal, but it will do just fine as a snack in a pinch, she says. Try putting it on celery sticks if you want the crunch. 2 tablespoons, 1 serving, provide 18 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein and only 3 grams of net carbs. Heavy cream. That's right, unlike other popular diets, like the Whole30, dairy gets a green light on the keto diet. But that doesn't give you a free pass on all dairy. Moncinelli points out some guidelines for choosing dairy, especially because the carb content of dairy products can range dramatically, from 0 grams to 45 grams per serving. She suggests reading labels carefully and choosing only unflavored, full-fat dairy items. Skim or low-fat items often contain sweeteners added to replace some of the texture and flavor lost with the removal of the fat, she says. A sure thing? Using heavy cream in your coffee in place of milk or powdered creamers. Moncinelli says heavy cream has less than 0.5 grams of net carbs per fluid ounce, i.e. 2 tablespoons, whereas whole milk has 1.5 grams of net carbs for the same amount. She adds, for people who drink coffee a few times a day, that can really add up. When it comes to cheese, Moncinelli recommends opting for harder, aged cheeses, like Parmesan and Gouda. And use caution with yogurt, which can have 5 grams of carbohydrates or more per serving, and much more if there's a sweetener added, Moncinelli says. Berries. If you're about to embark on a keto journey, then don't count on fruit being a staple. As Moncinelli points out, the only fruits appropriate for a strict ketogenic diet are avocado and olives because they're both rich in fat, especially the healthy monounsaturated kind mentioned earlier. That said, most people following a ketogenic diet are much more lax with their carb intake and will include berries in their diet, adding that 1 cup of blackberries, raspberries, or strawberries has approximately 7 to 9 grams of net carbohydrates. A keto favorite dessert? Heavy cream whipped and sprinkled with fresh berries.